Hey, what's that? Alright, let me slap some stuff in this, y'all. This ain't gonna be no neat live. So we're gonna be setting up our journals. You gotta know the routine. Let me go ahead and share this link with the group. If y'all know anybody that may be interested, go ahead and share the link. Let me open this up. How's everybody doing out there so far? If you don't already, go ahead and grab your journal. You do to have the Becoming Journal. You grab whatever journal you have, and that will work. Hey, everybody, if you're popping in, go ahead and hit that like button, especially if you are a regular. And we're going to get started in a second. And again, if you know anybody that would be interested, go ahead and share the page. Hey, Vivian. All right, so I'm going to copy. I'm going to put this in the Facebook group. And y'all know I am so bad about sharing on Instagram, but I did mention that I would be over here. So hopefully they found it. All right, so y'all, this is the Becoming Journal. And I have nothing in here. Absolutely nothing. But what we're going to do today is I'm going to set it up. Even, I don't care what kind of journal it is, I add some kind of flair to my journals because I like to come back to them, especially when I start using them. So for me, just seeing my own added touch allows me to stay focused on my journals. Okay. Hey, meet us there. All right, so for everybody that's on here, how many people have the journal? I know, Joy, we so trifling, but that's fine. It's fine. We gonna put something in here today. Whether we do a whole journal entry or not, this cover is gonna have something in it. All right, so if you have washi tape, if you have cardstock, I'm a floral girl. You don't have to be a floral girl. You want to put your name somewhere in here, just so you know it's real. I know a lot of us got hype on this journal, a whole lot of us. My sister bought me one. Miss Joy bought me one, and we ain't did nothing with it. So I figured since a lot of us have to self-quarantine, we can start using the things that we have. This is one of them. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is find me a floral sheet. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and flip through so I kind of see what some things going on in here. And so again, this is Michelle Obama's Becoming Journal. And she puts a little note, cute, right? You have some quotes. And it's prompts, right? Y'all know how I sell prompts. It's prompted. Now, here's a little story about me. I can prompt y'all all day long, but I fight when other people prompt me in journals. So it just has, when I say different topics each page, what I will say is you don't have to go in order, okay? You don't have to go in order. You find something that works for you. I think a lot of people will find stuff and feel like I have to start here, I have to start there. I even preach this with my journal prompts. Even though you buy them in 1 month, you're not going to finish all of them in a month. I design it that way. You may have certain things that you like, oh, I'll go back and do that, right? So again, she gives you a whole lot of different things, quotes. You can even add to the pages with the quotes, just if you needed some inspiration for that day. So again, you would just flip through and find what applies to you on that day, because some of them are a little bit heavier than others. Some of them are super light. Some of them are actually funny. I found myself laughing at some of them. Like one is simple, write a thank you letter to someone you love. When was your last good cry? How did you feel afterwards? What kind of childhood did your parents or grandparents have? And so some of these are like, ooh, do I even know? So that was cool, just reading the different ones. Hey, Ramona. So So like I said, before I even get started, I want this to look like something when I open it. This is cute. This is one of my favorites. So we're going to tear that out. If you've been following me with the journal journey, hey Sharon, y'all know everything is not perfection for me. I like jagged looks, raggedy ends, anything that's going to make my journal look like I actually added to it. So we're going to do something like that in here. So again, if you have this journal, if you have another journal, even if you have a new journal that you just bought, let's go ahead and open it up and make it your own. Just by starting by putting your name. Start there. You can start there. So this particular paper is considered, it's not cardstock. These are just, it's like paper sheets. They're thin. So they're not thick like cardstock. It's not like paper pads. So it won't necessarily bulk your journal up as much, but I like a super thick journal. All good, Benita. See, gonna pull your journal out. All right, so I'm gonna, like I said, add some stuff. I don't know why I got this paper slicer like I'm really gonna use it for real, but just in case. So if you're trying to figure out what you should have along with you right now, go ahead and grab pen, pencil, paper, highlighter, scrap paper, stickers, like beans, greens, tomatoes, and all of that. Just turn it around and put whatever you have for paper around your house, because y'all got it. You definitely have it. Look at that. Look like we actually did something for real. Let's put a little bit down here. So how was everybody's Saturday? Did anybody have to go out in mayhem? All right. So if you are just joining, we are sprucing up our Becoming Journal, the journal that most of us bought and have not used, okay? And so we're going to use it today. We're going to use it today. So maybe we'll do a journal, a Becoming Journal entry once a week, because many of us will be in the house at least for the next 2 weeks. Oh, y'all handed out laptops. That is so awesome, especially for the kids that don't have access to it. That is super dope. Okay, so you visited your mother-in-law. Y'all know I love a good mild liner. And I love a good line somewhere on my pages. All right, and then it says this story belongs to, so that's where you're going to put your name in. You can do a couple of things. If you're like, I have trash handwriting, I don't know why y'all go through all of this, because don't nobody care, because it's your journal. But if that's your story, if you have a Cricut machine, or if you have a Silhouette machine, and you know all of those vinyl sheets that you bought that can transfer, not your t-shirt vinyl, but your vinyl that can go on plastic covers, it can go on paper, you go ahead and cut your name out, and then. But for me in my house, I'm just going to write this with a little highlighter. And then I'm going to do the little thing I do on top with the black pen. So we're going to pull a color from out of here and write my name. I think we are going to do, I'm going to go off. I'm going to do a brown. Oh, and that's not basic. Some people might not know. So a mild liner, in essence, y'all, is a highlighter. It's just the color is a little bit, it's not as deep as a regular highlighter or as vibrant. So for example, let me give you a soft yellow. So this would be a soft yellow. And then they're yellows, like they have a variety of yellows. Okay, so these are all mild liners. Let's go and look at a everyday highlighter, and it's more fluorescent. I had a little hint on that. So I don't know if y'all can see the difference in that. So mild liners, to me, they're softer. It kind of gives you like a more subtle thing. So for example, and I would have that candle right there. I'm trying to burn myself. So these are your old school highlighters. And I do keep old school highlighters. I am not above what we've been using. And then this will be the mild liner green. Oh, I got a little mark on it. So that's kind of like the difference, okay? So those are mild liners. I just like color coding. And I forgot that part too, Vivian. Thanks for mentioning that. Yeah, it does have another side to it as well. Yep. So that's your difference. They're more subtle. So yeah, highlighters, y'all, there's a whole world. You have gel highlighters, you have old school highlighters. You have erasable highlighters. Yes, y'all, I do have these kind of issues with writing utensils and tools. So maybe one day we can do a what to do with my pens and tools that I have. All right, so let's pull this back over. So we need to write my name. And so y'all gonna get to see my government name. And I ain't worried, because right now if you go pull my credit, you would be playing. You actually give it back. So, So for all that were wondering, what does A Renee stand for? It stands for Adrian, and I spell it like the boy. That's usually how I say that in the store. If I'm in the store and they're like, oh, what's your name? Or if they take your order, I'm like, Adrian, spelled like the boy. Because I don't like when they add all them other letters that don't belong in my name. Hey, how are you? All right, so when you write the name in your journal, that means it's real. So go on and get your name in your journal. So step 1, open the journal. Step 2, make it your own. Step 3, write your name. Okay? Yeah, I do want this. Now for me, I like to date my journals when I start them. It doesn't mean that I'm going to even finish it in 2020. I might finish it in 2022. Who knows? But I do like to write when I started. So I feel like maybe we should put it somewhere over here. I think so. I think that's what we're going to do. I flipped through a couple of pages. I'll do another flip through midway through this because today is actually my first day actually using this. Yeah, so I just wanted us to start using the things that we bought. And today, so I don't think I'm going to do the actual date. I think I'm going to do March 2020. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a couple of my gripes with this journal already. I use Stalogy, I use dot grid notebooks, so Lacharm, Moleskine, if I'm saying that right. So a lot of those are flat laying journals. So if you get this and you're used to using Lacharm and all of those, it ain't the same, okay? So you are going to have to manipulate the pages. So if I had to say anything, that is what I don't like the most. But from a business standpoint, I'm pretty sure she decided to do this because she knew most of us wouldn't get through the whole journal. So there's no need to create something that is a high price point where people can't afford it versus a blank journal where you're going to be more likely to complete that versus a prompted journal, right? So that's one thing. So again, when you get it, some things that I do is I kind of bend, I manipulate it because it's a hard spine. It's not a soft spine, or it's not a journal like this, right? So this is one of my favorite $5 journals, but it lays flat. So that's the difference. When I mentioned laying flat, this lays flat without little to no manipulation. This is, not so much, okay? So that's something you want to keep in mind when you're using it. Don't let that keep you from actually writing in it, but just be mindful that this is not what many of you may be used to if you get that. Thank you. So yeah, something so simple as this, y'all, will make your pages come to life. And this is stuff that I do on a blank journal. But because some of these are... So this is like list 5 favorite family dishes. This is about food, right? A lot of us have the mini stickers that we can use to add to the page because we're going to use our stuff, okay? Until you can buy some new stuff, you want to use what you have. Describe a memorable dinner. What did you eat? Did you eat at home or somewhere else? If you all bought my recent journal prompts, you know that you can actually complete this inside of here based off of what I gave the ideas on, right? Oh, we're a little fuzzy. Hold on. What's that? Okay. Sorry, y'all. It was a little fuzzy. I was trying to make it zoom back in. Sorry for that fuzziness if y'all have it on y'all end. Oh, no, it was me. Mine was in 240. Had to put it in 7. Okay, better. All right. So let's go to a page that has a... Let's find us a page that has a quote. So let me flip through, and then we're going to decorate the page that has a quote on it. Oh, and it does come with a bookmark. I'm trying to find something where we can add a sticker and or a doodle to it. Where is on that page? And I kind of want it to be light, y'all. Like some of these they're a little heavy. Hold on. Hey, Fee. All right. It got to be a light one in here somewhere, y'all. I know it is. Okay, well, let's just start with this one in the front because I can't find one, and I don't have the energy to keep flipping back and forth. So this one says, if you don't see that your story matters, chances are no one else will either. So even though it isn't always easy, it's important for you to find the strength to share your truth because the world needs to hear it. Okay. So, oh, awesome, Benita. So we can do a couple of things. If you are an artist, you like to doodle and all of those, we can pull a couple of words out of here and you got the world. You can even take a word in here that you like and you can bubble letter it as the center focal point of this. If you're a floral lover like me, you can find a sticker book If you have 8,000 Happy Planner sticker books like most of us, they have in the tiny book a globe or a world. So I think we're going to pull that out. If any of you all have any ideas of what you would put on this page, add it in the comment section. Let's talk together, because guess what? I need a little back and forth. So while you are turning to this page, this is on the 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th page, and it starts with if you don't see that your story matters. That's the page that we're going to be on, and I'm looking for my tiny book. So let's do that. Okay, I found one tiny book. Is this the real one? Oh, got it. Okay. All right, so what I would probably do with this page too is I may incorporate a little bit of washi. So let's see if we can find some washi. Something that's a little motivational. Don't want that. So I have my little washi bowl. And I have a washi bag. Where are you? I just had my little washi bag earlier. I like page flags, so let's do the page flags. All right, so we're just gonna add a little bit. Now keep in mind when you start adding things to your pages, it is going to make your pages thicker. If that's going to bother you, then your thing may be more of pen to paper, more of highlighters. You may not want to add the extra. I like a chunky journal. I like it a lot. And because I still have a little bit of extra paper left from this, I'm going to pull this in here as well. And so what y'all see me using in most of this is tape runner. Hey, what's going on? All right. All right, so we just added a little paper in here, and then we said we can pull out some words in here. Okay, so we saw the world was over here. So we just pop that little world. I know there are some books that have glasses in them, but you know, I don't know what book that is. And I don't really know if I'm about to be looking all over the world for that book or some eyes. So if some of you are experts in these books, and I know some of you are, and you know the name of it, if you can say the name by chance, I may be able to find some glasses. Otherwise, we're going to move on. Yeah, I felt like it was in one of these books, but I have two of those, and it ain't near me. Yeah, ain't nothing about to be in this. All right. So that's that. So by now you have put your stamp in your book, your journal. You have created this first page. You are now on this page. So you making moves. So we're gonna find another. Let's see if we can find one more quote, and then we may look on a page. We may look on a page. FYI, if you are a makeup wearer like I am, be careful, because makeup is on so many of these pages that I'm just like, oh, this is just a whole heap of a hand. The Super Mom. And I had that somewhere. Yeah, just don't know where. Okay. So many of us go through life with our stories hidden. Come on, Michelle. We don't want something so deep, girl. Not yet. How I like this one. When they go low, we go high. That's one of my favorite phrases. I remember, got to be in the book, y'all. Be in the book. Almost got to break the spine, almost. All right, so if you are into dolls, this is where I would probably write a doll, y'all. I mean, add a doll on. And I am going to add a doll. So that's what we're going to do for this one. So if you are a Gold Mine and Coco shopper, go ahead and pull out your dolls. Yes, I said pull out your dolls. Use one. It's okay. It's okay. If you bought the dolls, you got two. Come on, work with me. All right? Y'all just be doing team too much. But while I'm talking mad junk, y'all, I be like, ooh, Fee, it took me 30 minutes to put a doll down. But I'm going to act real hard on camera with y'all and actually put a doll down. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. This is, she ain't even got these pages she ain't got them numbered. So it's towards the back of the book. Yeah, she said we ain't numbering pages, y'all. She said we ain't numbering. So by the looks of this looks like 30 pages from the back. So maybe 30, 40-ish roll from the back. But if you flip through, it's always going to be on these blue pages. And this is the, what you call it? The largest one in here. I think this is the largest one they have. All right. So we're going to put us a sticker doll down, okay? And if you don't have a sticker doll, let's add a little washi. Add a little washi or a little bit of your handwriting to this, okay? If you don't have sticker dolls, you may have books with some arrows. When they go low, we go high, right? So you can put a low and then a high. So you can draw in an arrow. That's something else you can add. She is like one of my faves because she kind of got that little line, honey, I'm unbothered. So she may be going on now. She my last one, so I can't do nothing for y'all with her. Sorry. We're gonna put her where she belongs. Hey, Fee. Okay, I think that's gonna be the move. And y'all can judge me because my stuff is not organized right now. But judge yourself, okay? Judge yourself. I got 3 weeks to pull it together. Oh, thank you, Ramona. And it's so time for me to get some more. I mean, get them done. But I think we're gonna ride that one out. All right. So we're gonna add her. And speaking of nails, I need to get these tweezers to get this off of the back because my nails will not let me be great. But these tweezers will. All right, so we are, let's see, hold on, y'all. Think. What we're doing, girl. Ooh. Okay. Fix it, Jesus. Okay, all right. Woo, honey. She down. All right. See how something as simple as a doll pops the page? So you don't have to overthink creative journaling. So this is what we're doing, y'all. It's called creative journaling. You add your own touch. If this is enough for you, that's enough for you. I'm a little extra, so I'll probably add a little more, but that's what you can add on there. Now, when you see this, don't forget that there's actually a question down here. How do you put this phrase into practice? Let me give some tips on when you answer journal questions. So some people might answer this. How do you put this phrase into practice? I stay in my lane. There might be an answer. Okay, so that's not a journal moment, y'all. All journal moments aren't long. But when you're dealing with prompted journal entries, you want to answer the question unapologetically. I'll say this all the time. If you lie to your journal and you lie to your pages, you'll lie to yourself and anyone else. So when they go high, when they go low, we go high. If that is not your truth, then that's what you write about it. You may say, I have not figured this out yet. These are things that I'm working on, etc., etc., etc. Okay? So don't forget that this is something that you actually will answer. It is a journal prompt added to this. Now for me, I would probably pull some of the colors out of her outfit and set up my page. It doesn't mean that I'm going to complete this, but we know that I love florals, right? So we're gonna add some florals, and this is one of my favorite washi tapes, so y'all gonna see this a lot. Y'all gonna see it a lot because it got flowers. So some of y'all might be like, every time we get on live, she always using some florals. I am. Find your own lane, okay? I'm gonna do florals, you add your lines, okay? Hey, Nicole. I'm sure. Miss Lines. Fee. But Fee come through. She know it's a few of us that like florals. Be talking about us, but just keep making my florals, okay? That's all I need. Hold on, she ain't like that. All right, we're just gonna put a little piece in the corner to add a little symmetry to this, and then that's that. Yes, this is my favorite, but I try to like use it sparingly, but I just always gravitate towards it. Okay, y'all be careful. Don't be like me because I don't have the top to my X-Acto knives. X-Acto knives are really dangerous. So just be a little careful. Be a little careful. Okay, so we got a page set up, right? We got a page set up. All right, so we have 19 people on here. I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and hit that like button because you're staying around. So you're intrigued by something. Okay, nobody will know that you hit the like button. I can't look at the like button and see who hit it, and it's not gonna hurt you. So go ahead and hit that like button while I take a sip of water. Okay, and then we're gonna move to another page. I hope y'all ain't hear that grandma swallow. Did y'all grandma, when she used to swallow, it was real loud? I feel like I sound like my grandma when I swallowed that water. Whew. All right, so let's go to another page. Ooh, I love this one. We were planting seeds of change, the fruit of which we might never see. We had to be patient. Okay, so what I like about this, y'all, it's basically talking about growth. Okay, so let's just say you're working on your new venture and you just feel like nothing is growing right. Everybody has had to do that science project when we were little. You took that cup of dirt, you put that seed over in there and you watered it, and each day you would come to class and y'all would watch it and record your observations. Growing your goals is no different. So I really love this. So what we're going to do with this, I'm going to do a little doodling with y'all on this page. All right. Before y'all come in talking about you can't draw. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Everybody can't draw, but everybody can sketch or do a little bit of something. Okay. If you want to do this page at a later date, you can always go on Google, Pinterest, how to draw a flower, how to draw whatever. Y'all, that's all you gotta do. So what I'm gonna do is create a vine when I find what I'm looking for. We're gonna work with the pen. Now, vines are not black, but I also want this to stick out. So I'm gonna start drawing that from down here. All right, so the first thing that I did was I drew a squiggly line. You can draw a straight line. It's totally up to you. All right, and then I'm gonna go in and start creating some little leaves. A quick secret to this, you can make the shape of a heart, but it's a wider heart. So you have your line, and then you're creating a heart. You can make them larger, you can make them smaller. It's totally up to you. There's no in particular spacing that I'm doing. I'm just going as I see fit. All right, so that's one thing that I added on here, right? So we have that. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna create a V in two sections in between both hearts, okay? So I'm adding that right there. That's just a V. You're creating a V. I don't know how to tell y'all what page this is on. You're just gonna have to flip until you find that quote. If you have more space in between those two hearts, you can add additional V's. Thanks, Joy. All right, and then we're gonna put some V's down here. Now, if you're feeling like being a little more creative, you can draw like little lines. And right now, this is not looking like anything until I go in and add the color. It's like curved X's. All right, it looks like curved X's at the bottom. So now we're gonna go in and we're gonna add some color. You can pull out green or whatever, but before I do that, right, it says we were planting seeds of change, the fruit of which we might never see. We had to be patient. On the top, I'm gonna put growing my goals, okay? That's what I'm gonna put right here. And the reason I'm gonna put that is if you look to the left of you, it says what legacy do you want to leave behind? The goals that I'm growing right now will be a part of the legacy that I leave for my son, okay? So I'm going to write growing my goals. I'm also gonna use an easier approach to show y'all how I do the highlighter because that's just easy to do, and I know a lot of y'all are like, oh, I don't have neat handwriting. We're gonna take the mild liner. You're gonna take the chiseled tip. You're gonna take this part of the mild liner or your highlighter, and that's what's gonna give you that broad looking, almost like you're doing not bubble letters, block letters. That's if you want to write it like that. You can write it how you want to. All right, so that's that. Now, if you want to be a little fancier, you want to add a little flair to your letters, you can go in with another type of pen, maybe a gel pen, a marker pen, and I'm just going to pull out several of these because many of you have these type of pens at the house and you don't know what to do with them. So we're going to start using our stuff, okay? I probably have every pen known to man. I think I said that a little earlier. So you're going to pull out whatever you have, okay? So any of these will work. If you don't have it, you can even pull out an old school Crayola, okay? You do not have to have all of the things to have a nice journal. You pull out some old school stuff. Maybe one day next week, we'll do a live using Crayolas, color pencils, and stuff like that, okay? So I am probably going to use this metallic looking one, and I'm going to leave these to the side for when we fill that in. So what I'm going to do is go on the inside of each letter. Just to allow it to kind of pop off the page a little bit. Now, I'll never get this W thing right, but guess what? It's my book. So you're going to go to the inside to the right. And then after we go on the inside, now I switch it up on the edge just a little bit. After we go on the inside, another thing I like to do is kind of just add some little lines at the bottom or either at the top of each word. But we're going to also still use another green. We're going to stay in, again, that's if you're following what I'm doing. Now, you do whatever you want to do on yours. But if you're following what I'm doing, we're going to add at the bottom part of each letter. And y'all see me do that in a second. We are going to do another green. Let me think which one I want to do. Let's do, this is the Staedtler Tri-Plus Fine Liner. Again, if you don't have it, use whatever green you have. And we're going to go to the bottom and we're just going to do some lines. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you start adding the lines at the bottom part. When we get to the next one, I'm going to go towards the top just to break it up. And then when we get to goals, I'm going to go to the bottom. All right, so now I want to incorporate black. Sometimes it's just something about black popping off of the pages that I like a lot. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do like little dots. And I'm going to do it on the outside left corner of each letter. I may take it all the way around. I may not. It just depends on how I feel. If you have a broad tip pen, you're not going to need to put a lot of pressure because if you do, it'll be too big for the outside. If you have a fine point, it'll be the perfect size for it. The pen I'm currently using is found in KP, Scribble by KP shop. It's the black matte pen. Scribbles by KP. I'm so country, honey. I cut everything off. Welcome to Georgia. All right, so when I bring that in, you see the light subtle dots. That's the growing my goals. And now, if you have access to the, I don't know where my 10 point is. Is it upstairs? I always got stuff upstairs, y'all. If you have access to the Jelly Roll white pen or a G2 white pen, any kind of white pen, we're going to add a little bit of that inside on the right side. If you have room on any of your letters on the right side, we're going to do a small curve. That's just going to add a little pop to it. It's not a requirement. If you don't have it, that's fine. If you don't have the white, find a lighter green and add it to it. Oh, hey, 10. Hey, 10. So the difference between these, one is an 8 point, one is a 10. I do have a 5, just not in front of me. And that's just going to be the depth of the pen. So a 10 is going to be a broad point. A 8 is going to remind you of like a 7 point in a gel pen. And then a 5 would have been the fine point, but we don't have the 5 in front of us. I'm going to roll with the 10. And I'm doing the 10 because the 10 gives you a bolder line. So you'll actually be able to see it more. Get the ink flow out. And with these pens, you do a light pressure. If you do a heavier pressure, it will actually slow the ink down. And it won't flow out correctly. All right, and so I'm gonna zoom it up so you can see it. Do you see the little white? So that just adds a little pop to it, okay? So that's before we have even done anything to our vine and our grass, might we call it? I don't know. Maybe we'll call it some grass. I don't know what that is, okay? Now, you can do a couple of things. If you don't feel like taking a pen, we can go ahead and do a highlighter. So let's do a little bit of a highlighter. And all I'm doing is going on the outside of each. It's not about perfection. It's just about making your page pop. All right, now for my vine, I am going to go in with the Jelly Roll Moonlight 06. This is going to be more of a fluorescent-esque. I have another fluorescent type of fine liner. And I'm going to do every other V. I'm going to go around every other V. And I'm going on the top part of the V. All right, so that was every other V. If you can see that, I think you can. So that's that. And then I'm gonna go in with a darker green. So I have a little darker green. Yeah, this one. Same thing, another V. And so that's our dark green. Now inside of the hearts, you can decide on what green you want to do. I think I'm going to alternate my greens. They will be different, probably each little green, little heart. So I'm going to go in and add that in. If you are doing this along with me, how are you coming along? Any questions? All right, so this is our green coming in. Now, y'all know that ain't gonna work for me because I'm gonna need a little pop of color somewhere in there. Don't know what y'all gonna do, but I'm gonna add a little pop of color. I think I am going to, let's see what we gonna do. I have this neon peach looking color. I don't want it. I have another color that's real similar to it. And then I'm going to have to pop in maybe like a little bit of yellow. Y'all know your girl always got to have yellow somewhere. I am not fooling with you, Joy. You ain't on Bankhead and I'm in Alpharetta. No. Yeah, so I think we're going to pull out some neon colors. So if you have neon, cool. If you don't have neon, find colors that are vibrant, something that's going to speak as if growth, what you would want your growth to look like. Find some colors like that. All right, so we have this neon. I had like a dope purple a long time ago. Oh, it looked like we ain't gonna have no ink in this. You know how you use pens up and you got the nerve to have an attitude because you really been writing? We gonna try this. Okay. So we're gonna add, so what we're gonna do to create a flower-esque or something that looks like it would come off of a vine, we're gonna start with some circles. So you're gonna add a little circle on the outside of your vine. See that? It doesn't have to be perfect, but on the outside of your vine, you're gonna add that. And again, if you're an artist, by all means, do your thing, okay? So you see how something this simple makes the page pop, but I gotta add some other colors in this because I'm over here looking like an AKA and not me. Hey AKAs, hey friend, but not me. No, not me. So right now we're just adding some bulbs on here, some circles. Some of them will be larger because again we're gonna add to that. Need a little room. Come on, we need a little room. Okay, we don't have no room over there. And then what did we say? We needed that purple. So let me try this on. Bonita. My college best friend is an AK. Crazy thing, right? Because you know you're friends with whoever you're friends with first. So most of my friends are AKAs. So when we're in homecoming, I'm like in a sea of green with a good old red shirt on. It's so trifling. But I be like, what? What y'all gonna say? What y'all gonna say? All right, so I'm gonna do another big circle. This is our purple. And some of our blooms are just gonna cover up a couple of our lines, but we're gonna be all right with it. This was one of my favorite sparkle pop, y'all, because it looks like one color. It looks purple, then it looks blue. I don't know if it's going to do it on here. If I kind of move it like that, probably not. But it's like a blue and a purple. It's really cute. Yes, y'all love me. I love y'all too. All right, so we're just going to keep those two. Now, with the, where you see the dots, we're going to actually make this look like, it may want to be a flower. Hold on, y'all. I left my little yellow out. Y'all going to get some yellow. Wait on it. Wait on it. We're just going to add some. Yeah, y'all probably ain't going to see this on screen. That's all right. But I see it. Okay. Point black. You can add some speckles on the inside of your makeshift flower. So you'll see where those little black dots are coming in. And you see how the page is popping just with a little bit of color. You don't have to do a whole lot. You don't have to do a whole lot. And then we have our black over here. So we're going to take a white and add the white on the inside of this and hope it shows up, because I was real confident time I add the white, but it does. All right, now if you want your flower to look like a flower, you can do a couple of things. You can do a couple of little squiggly lines, not squiggly lines, some little straight lines. So let's go with, hold on, let me make this work. Let me make this go together while I'm trying to make some stuff up. Focus. That pink is the center, so I would like, trying to take y'all back to kindergarten. Hold on. See if it's gonna work. Y'all see how quiet I got on y'all? Sorry. Okay, so you can put you some little lines around there so it look like a little baby flower. And if you wanted to, you can go ahead and outline. You can outline it so it almost looks like you meant to do what you did. And if you mess up, guess what? You just add some little extra stuff to it. Okay, so that's a little flower on here. We got growing my goals. I'm gonna add a little bit more green to this. This one said you ain't doing nothing. This girl, it said not today. Okay, let me just leave you alone. Let's find us another green. And if you know me by now, you know we got to outline this a little more so it pop off the page. Now let me start cleaning up my mess, because honey, it'll be like pens. Then I'll be somewhere talking about I'm still decluttering. Hold, please, hold, please. All right. Felt a little accomplished. So I'm going to outline this with this black, because it need to pop. It just need to pop just a little bit. And here we run into this issue with this good old spine of the book. So you're going to have to turn it this way. And I don't have my little fake ruler. So let's just try to do this. That ain't going to work. Hold on. So I assure you this line is not going to be straight. It got a little bit of a... Happy Saturday to you as well. All right, y'all. So you see how that just made it pop? So let's go look at another quote page so you can tell the difference of what a little bit does. Okay? So that's something that's just blank versus adding your own touch to your page. And once you feel like I've done what I'm going to do, then you can be done with the page, move on to the next. So some of this is almost setting up your pages for when you're ready to write in the journal. And oh man, we've been out here for a minute, y'all. I might give y'all a little bit more and then we're gonna hop on off of here. Okay, so I'm not going to journal, but I am going to write my name on this one, y'all. This one is, it says, where did your name come from and how has it influenced the person you've become? I think I can count this from the back. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. So it's like 19 pages from the back of the book. And it says, where did your name come from and how has it influenced the person you've become? I'm just going to write my name. I'm going to write my name. And I'm going to turn mine this way and I'm going to write my name that way. And I'm going to do my good old block letters. If it ain't broke, you ain't going to fix it. I don't think it's broke. It's the spine of this book. Journal girl problems. All right, so we have my name written out in the room. I ain't wasting no paper. Okay. Y'all see how I took that one sheet of paper and we have made this work throughout this journal. Sure did. Sure did. So by now, y'all should have set up, what we do, about 4 pages? We did that. All right, so how many people, by show of heart, started writing in your journal? I don't care if it is a regular journal. It did not have to be the same one. But did you get anything done along with me? And if you did, what pages did you get done? Awesome, awesome. I think I'll post this one and then the one that we did with the growing my goals, or the growth. Oh, no problem, Danny. It'll stay up. I'll leave this up. And y'all, next week we will resume lunchtime live. So I don't know how many of you all have been doing lunchtime live with me. It's new. I've tried it out and I think I like it. I think I like it. I think it's going to work. So we'll definitely be doing that. Oh, thank y'all so much for checking out the replay when we get off of here. Y'all journal's gonna be thick after 3 weeks. No matter what journal you in. Because trust me, cabin fever gonna have y'all writing and doing something. Thank you, Ramona. Yeah, lunchtime live, y'all. It's cool. It's super cool. And the fact that we have time now, we're going to cover different topic areas. I think I'm going to do a poll on here for what some of you all would like to chat about. I already have some topics ready. Definitely got some topics ready. So that should be fun. Thank you, Danny. Quick tip, borders makes your journal pages pop. Even if you don't do anything else, a border will always make your page pop. So that's something to consider. I think we're done with this. Pretty much done with that. Minus, let me add a little pop of white in here. Let me add a little pop of white. So we have got quite a few pages in here. We have put some pen to paper. We have put some paper to paper. We have doodled. We have put a sticker down. I know some of y'all ain't put that sticker down and you paper clipped it in, but that's all right. It's in the book, okay? It's in the book, even if you paper clipped it in. All right, so our first things we should do is start the book. Just start it, okay? We got us a little cover page. Some of you may have torn some paper like I did. Some of you may have said, I ain't tearing no paper, she crazy. That's fine. That's fine. Some of you may have put your start month. March 2020 is when I started this. Put my name in to say that it's real. It's now mine. It's mine. Okay? We did that. And then we said, hey, what can we do with some of the quotes that are in here, some of these nice quotes? We can dress the page up a little bit. We can pull out some of that washi. Ooh, honey, this washi is crooked. I'm going to say it like I'm from Georgia. Crooked, not cricket. Crooked, crooked. We say cricket, which is so wrong. So this is crooked, cricket in my Georgia voice. Put a little scrap paper. So we took this piece of paper that we had and we made sure that we utilize this paper in several places. Oh, honey, why are we distorted like that, though? It's a whole bunch of, that's a heap of ham. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can. Anyway, so we did that. And then we said we're going to flip through the book a little bit more. And we're going to see what else we got. And so we saw another nice quote. And we said, let's read this and see what we can pull from this. And then we're going to put a little bit of our own handwriting on here and our own little doodles on here. And so we drew us a little vine to show growth, because we planted something. And when you plant it, if you water and nurture it, it grows. So we did that. We did a little grass. As Joy said, she felt like my grass looked like I was from Alpharetta and hers was from Bankhead. You got to be from Georgia to understand that. But she still got some grass down, okay? We did a little writing with a mild liner, a highlighter to give you a, what do you call it? A broad tip look. And then we went in and added a little decor in that. And then we flipped and we got to a page where we could actually start a little bit of our journal entry. And it was, where did your name come from and how has it influenced the person you've become? And we decided, let's go ahead and put our name in here just to prep the pages. So when it's time to write, we can write, okay? So this is what we did today, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. If you bought, I'm going to do something on the outside, y'all, because I don't know if when she did her batch of journals, they got really dirty, and I'm not here for that. Like, even when I was in Target and saw them, they were dirty. I don't know what that was about. But I do feel like I'm going to cover this up at some point, just not today. Well, we did our name, okay? So if you participated in this and you're comfortable photographing and staging your photos like I am, go ahead and take your photo and post it up on Instagram and hashtag write your heart out. If somebody could put that in the comment section, you're gonna hashtag out hashtag Journal Jot and Jive because I need to be discovered, okay? And we're gonna be doing this for the next 3 weeks. We're gonna be journaling together, planning together, improving our lives together, and we're gonna bring all the masses in so that when we come from 3 weeks to 4 weeks, I'll no longer have to hear you complain about Monday. And not liking it because you would have journaled about all the things that you don't like and all the things that you're going to do to change the things that you don't like, that we're going to be so renewed and refreshed. So yeah, share this with the people that complain the most so they can learn new journaling techniques and the importance of journaling and all of those great things. So again, if you decide to take a picture, hashtag it, write your heart out, hashtag Journal Jot and Jive. And that's that, y'all. So I enjoyed y'all. I hope you enjoyed me. It's 22 people on here, and it's not the same 17 that hit the like button. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. You might as well subscribe to the channel. You stayed here for 78 minutes. So that means you like me a little bit. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. So every time I post, you are in the know. As you log off and check out, make sure you check out all the other videos so you can get caught up. I have content for days. You go ahead and binge watch. Got a lot for you. All right. So good night. Good night.